Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday afternoon, December 13th. We're looking at window traders' market profile of SPY, IWM, and triple Qs. And boy, oh boy, all that good feeling pre-market went right out the window as we basically all end up with B shapes. Now, triple Qs do go out with a double distribution day. They have a set of singles that hold, and they probe to the downside. They end 10 wide, and they have an afternoon rally high in L. Russell only ends 7 wide, L afternoon rally high. And by the way, triple Qs did get into that gap, but like I said to the room, that gap is huge. It was over $5. They got into it by 18 cents early in the day, and then took out, let's see, I can't even tell, maybe another $1 or so. So that's still a large gap. We also probe late in the days. We take out our poor low. We take out Friday's low, but miss Thursday's low. So basically, we are now in a 4-day bounce or 5-day bounce, depending on how you look at it. We'll look at the charts, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll use the afternoon rally high, and we ended 10 wide at H's high with a nice sell tail. Had a very good day today. The market was very readable. The algos were very accommodating. So it turned out to be a good day. I shorted a period. When we got half back after we got below the opening, started shorting it once we got, I told the room the line in the sand was where there were buyers on Friday and the opening today. If we can't get above there, we will be making new lows throughout the day. And that's exactly what happened. So anytime we got close to half back or anywhere near the opening in A, I shorted it. Did it about 3 times, the 472 puts. Then I actually took a call play the first time when we got right through the POC, basically against the POC and L's low, the 468 calls, and that worked. B period. Took a short, again, when it pushed up. The 471s I went with that time. And then when B pushed down, I took a long the first time when it got between value low and E low, the 466 calls, which worked out. Started very small, added a decent amount, right around E's low, and it popped for a win. D period. Took a long against Friday's low. I'm definitely taking a long the first time there, the 465s. Did that in D. Also did that in F period when we had the poor low, 465 calls. I period came down. I'm like, well, I'm going to start one. I was actually waiting for us to take out the poor low and take Fridays and add. Took a small one, never got there, and got paid on those. Again, 465s. Then I started scalping the heck out of shorts. Started scalping shorts all afternoon in J, K, and L. I mean, a ton of times, the 470s. Did it against halfback. Did it against value high. Did it against C's high. Did it numerous times. Put a decent, not a huge put on, but a decent size on at L's high and did well. And then I told, it's like I think they rallied too early. Now, did I expect M period to go down and do this? Well, these days you should expect M period to do anything. I did expect them to give it up, these longs in JKL in the beginning of M, but I didn't expect them to go and just take out the day's low and probe. But they did. And that's exactly how we end. Decent volume, by the way. 82 million shares on the tape. Good range. Over $4. So, look, you're getting $4 ranges in volume of 80 million or more. You can't complain. You're getting multiple opportunities. And one of the better trades I missed was C's high. I'm like, if they fill single prints, I want to be short. I was in the middle of doing something else. C came up, filled single prints. By the time I knew it, I looked back, and it was back down again. So I missed a really good trade. Excuse me. But overall, a very good day. Now, destinations. First one to the upside will be E&F's low, the price probe, 466.76. Then we're 10 wide at H's high, 467.92. Then we have L as the afternoon rally high at 468.63. And today's high at 470.56. On the downside, we have today's low, 466.27. Then Thursday's low, 466.14. Then we don't have anything to that daily low from the 7th, 464.35, and filling the gap at 460.79, a 356-point gap. I was saying 256 last week. I was off $1. And then below that, we have nothing until 453.56. which is the weekly low from the 6th. So what do we have going tomorrow? We have a lot going tomorrow. We have PPI, which is due out. Now, we saw the CPI was horrendous, and the market rallied. I can't imagine the PPI number is going to be too positive either. And then you have the Fed Wednesday, and then you have quadruple expiration and ex-dividend for SPY Thursday night into Friday. And then on the chart. Now, again, I take M period with a grain of salt. Just because it sold off like that to me doesn't mean, oh, the end of the world's coming and we're going to go fill the gap from the 7th. That's just weak longs getting out and shorts piling in. Keep that in mind. Now, if we get a follow-through tomorrow below today and Thursday's low, well, then the odds of testing the 7th low are very good. And then we'll see what happens if we get into the gap, which is right where the 20-day moving average is. So, you can either call this a 4-day balance or a 5-day balance. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's in balance. If we take out today's low and Thursday's low, well, obviously the next destination is the 7th low. And you could probably take a put play to see if we get there, and if we come back into Thursday's range, get out. On the flip side, if all this was weak longs getting out, and we open up inside of today's range and get back above the park and everything, well, then you're going to have to play the balance rules to the top and use Friday's high of 470.90 as the top of the balance. Thanks for liking and subscribing to the channel. Come check us out at camelbacktrading.org. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak right to the opening tomorrow.